106.7 KCAL rocks. It is Patrick in the morning. Time to talk some sports. And man, do we have some stuff to talk about. It's a big day, Pat.
Oh, it really is a big day, Patrick. We'll get to baseball opening day in just a moment, but it is the Sweet 16 tonight at March Madness, the NCAA tournament. We got some really good games. I'm excited about Duke against Arizona. That feels more like a national championship game or a Final Four game, but there's some really good games tonight. But I got to thinking, LeBron hit a buzzer beater last night for the Lakers to beat the Indiana Pacers. And remember, Patrick, last year when UConn won back-to-back national titles, everyone thought Dan Hurley would leave UConn to be the Lakers head coach. In fact, it was reported that he turned it down. He picked UConn over the Lakers. But right now, obviously UConn is not in the Sweet 16, and the Lakers look like they're improving and getting better, and they look like a real threat to come out of the Western Conference. So I don't know. If you're Dan Hurley, you probably made the right choice and stayed at UConn. It's hard to do a three-peat. We mentioned UCLA was the last team to do it in the late 1960s. But, man, I'm sure Dan Hurley, there's a little bit of him thinking, man, it'd be a lot of fun to have LeBron and Luka on my team instead of some UConn Huskies.
Right. It's probably hard not to think about that, but I agree. I think he made the right decision. And I think it is kind of shaping up to look pretty good. We haven't had a ton of buzzer beaters and upsets, which a lot of people are like, oh, it's not as badness. Yeah. But without that, that means that the tournament is going to be better in the end, I feel, because a lot of those good teams didn't get eliminated in wild and crazy ways. So the Sweet 16, this is a battle. It's like you said, Duke, Arizona. I feel like I'm in the 90s. I'm in high school again.
Where's Damon Stottlemyre and Miles Simon? Where are those guys?
Lute Olson, right?
Jeff Capel. Where's Steve Wojciechowski? Let's go. But yeah, I mean, we have some like heavyweight fights like here in the Sweet 16 because you have some of those traditional powerhouses advancing. Yes, we're not going to have that Cinderella run unless you, again, consider BYU as Cinderella or Arkansas, which I don't really. But if you're looking for one and you want to find one, the shoe might fit one of those teams if you're looking for Cinderella. But yeah, I think we're going to have some really great matchups in the Sweet 16 beginning tonight, and then that national championship game. I think I had Auburn against Duke, so I've got Duke going tonight, so I need them to win. I think Florida's another number one seed in action tonight. I would not be surprised, like you just mentioned, the higher seeds advancing to the Elite Eight this weekend.
I can kind of feel Florida and Duke for some reason maybe meeting up with each other. We'll find out.
Man, that would be an awesome game if that ends up happening. But who knows? I mean, maybe it would be fun to see BYU or Arkansas or someone like that get through and kind of disrupt things here in the NCAA tournament. But the Sweet 16 tips off tonight. Some really good matchups right out of the gate tonight. Also, though, it's baseball opening day, man, and you could not ignore this. It feels like it should be a national holiday with baseball opening day. The Dodgers have their home opener, their domestic opener against the Detroit Tigers this afternoon. We'll see Blake Snell take the bump. Blake Snell will make his Dodgers debut, and he'll be going up against Tarek Skubal, the American League Cy Young Award winner. Remember, the Tigers made the playoffs last year. They're not bad. They're actually a good team. So this is a great matchup for the Dodgers in their home opener.
Great matchup. And I think a lot of people forgot. Remember all the arms we had in the Dodgers bullpen and on the starting bump last year. Blake Snell, another powerhouse. I feel like he's going to settle in and do well. I think you're going to realize how much great pitching they have. Ohtani's back from surgery. The Dodgers look even better. There's a lot of people going to Vegas and hitting the over on how many teams or how many wins they're going to get this season. I believe it's 100.5. So a lot of people are doing the over, feeling like they're going to beat my Seattle Mariners record.
They might, man. I mean, at least on paper, they have all the talent to do it. If there was a team to do that, it would be this Dodgers team. In fact, I'll be completely honest. A couple days ago, I forgot Blake Snell was even on the Dodgers. There's so many great players. I'm like, oh, yeah, they did pick him up in the offseason. Like, they are loaded, and they got all these arms, and that's what they always do. For some reason, we've talked about this before, the Dodgers seem to struggle with keeping pitchers healthy, so you just need a lot of guys ready to go. And, Blake Snell's a Cy Young Award winner, and you just have this guy as your, maybe third or fourth starter in the rotation? Like, that's crazy.
I think at 4:10 today, we're going to realize how good the Dodgers could be.
Yeah, they could be. And again, don't sleep on Detroit. These guys are good. They've got the Cy Young Award winner in Skubal, so that's a tough matchup, tough series to open up the season. So they're at home against the Tigers. The Angels will open up on the road against the White Sox. We get to see the debut of Yusei Kikuchi as their ace with the Angels as they take on a White Sox team that they should beat. The White Sox were historically bad last year. But remember, the Angels, they lost a franchise record 99 games last year. They have not made the playoffs since 2014, so it's not like the Angels are some big playoff contender, but maybe they can turn things around and get off on the right foot today on opening day.
The only good thing is everyone expects nothing, so there's no pressure.
Yeah, you can only go up, right? For the White Sox and the Angels at this point. So happy opening day to everyone who celebrates out there. Should be a fun one out there. And finally, Patrick, some NFL news. I love to talk about the quarterbacks and the Giants making waves, signing not only Russell Wilson to a 1-year contract, but also Jameis Winston to a 2-year contract. So if you want to read the tea leaves, it says that the Giants are not going to get Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback, in the draft at number 3. So if you want to reach even further, it probably means Cam Ward's going to go 1 to the Titans, Shedeur Sanders number 2 to the Browns. That would leave the Giants at 3 taking, I guess, Travis Hunter. So they're already predicting they're not going to get a quarterback when they come up at number 3.
Yeah, man, just wild. These QBs really shape what is going to happen in the NFL. It's kind of weird to see a couple of Pittsburgh QBs end up in New York, one at the Jets, one at the Giants, and that definitely, for me, leaves the door open for Aaron Rodgers to land in the Steelers if they can talk him into it.
Yeah, that seems like the logical destination now, right, for Aaron Rodgers. Although there's reports out there that the Vikings are still keeping that dialogue open with Aaron Rodgers in case there is an opportunity there. But when you look at the landscape of the NFL right now, as of this Thursday morning, yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers seem like the obvious choice for Aaron Rodgers.
And then if the Browns don't take one of those QBs, there's a little bit of talk of maybe one of them slipping. Cam Ward lit up his pro day.
Yeah.
But does anyone believe that Shedeur is going to fall too far? I don't think we'll see him fall out of the top 10 for sure. Maybe not even the top 5.
Yeah, I doubt it as well. There has been some talk lately that Shedeur Sanders might not be as good as everyone thinks and maybe shouldn't be deserving of a top 10 pick. But if you're an NFL team out there and you need a quarterback, how do you not at least roll the dice and say, hey, this guy might be our franchise QB for a long time?
Kids out there, if you learned anything from our sports segment today, quarterbacks and pitchers, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Those are the ones that get paid, and they make a lot of noise in these sports. Pep, tell them how to get your stuff.
You can get my stuff anytime. We're open 24/7 at Inland Sports on X, on Instagram, on Facebook. We got Inland Sports on YouTube. Just search Inland Sports. You'll find us.
Love it. Thanks.